Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, thank you for everybody who likes, subscribes, and who shares. Um, just want to say, even the ones that also comment, I appreciate you guys so much. Hey, we're at 16. I'm at 1,600 subscribers. Um, if we can get it to 2,000 by the end of March, I would love to do another giveaway. It may be, I'm not sure what it would be. It may be a free pattern. I'm also working on a kit, a bag making kit. So it may be also that I may be giving away. So we can get to 2,000. When we get to 2,000 subscribers, I will be giving away. I'll be giving away something. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'm going to give something away. And I really, really want to give it away. Okay? So as you know, last week or the week before, we made a pattern. This is the pattern that we made. Remember, uh, this part goes on top of here. So remember, I had told you not to throw it away because we used this pattern the last time we made a bag, and we made the bag. We made that bag behind me, which I actually loved. I didn't think I was actually gonna love it, but we're going to revisit that bag and we're gonna do some things to it. Even though a lot of the bags that we made, we're gonna revisit them, and we're actually going to make them presentable in order to be able to sell. Also, if you're not following Sewing for a Profit, it does come on this Wednesday. That's also going to teach you how to all the bags that we're making, teach you how to sell them, and also make sure that you don't get caught up in just like you know underpricing yourself on top of that. That's what a lot of things people have done, and I've seen, and that's what Sewing for a Profit does. Remember, on Thursday we're that's at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Just as Thursday's show is 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Also, in the comments, let me know if those times work. If you want me to post them earlier, I can post them earlier. If those times work perfectly for you, then awesome. Just tell me also in the comments, tell me exactly what you would like to see. What type of bags would you like to see? What would you like to what type of bags you like to see, what would you like to work on, and things of that nature. I'm gonna get into that also, right? We're gonna start doing that too. But let's get back to this, right? Remember, we had this pattern. So we're not really going to do much, but we are going to do something, but it's not really much. I could actually possibly tell you what to do, but I actually want to show you what to do it just for the sake of time. And we just also have to make another small pattern, but nothing too big or anything of that nature. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the pattern making. So right here, I didn't know that my sound went out. So hopefully bear with me. All we're basically doing is taking our pattern that we made last week, the one that we cut, we're putting it back together, and we're just going to do nothing but trace around it. That's why I'm putting the weights down so it won't move. And we're just going to trace around the pattern, and it's going to be one solid pattern. That's it. We're not going to be cutting it or anything of that nature. It's just going to be one solid pattern. And what we're making right now is the back of the bag, because the front of the bag is what we have now, and the back of the bag is what we need to be making. So that's what you're seeing right here. So what I'm showing right now is this is what we have. We're going to cut this out and we're going to keep it whole. I'm writing on here back exterior and back lining. That's what's being written on there right now. So go ahead and cut this out once this is done. Now right here, we need a smaller piece. It's actually going to be 5 by 5. 5.5 by 5.5. It's going to be nothing but a square. You're also going to see me draw straight corner to corner, because we're going to cut that basically corner to corner. What this basically is what is going to hold our straps that we're going to make. It's almost similar to when we made the what do you call it, the sling bag. That's what we're making. We're making those corners for the strap. As you can see right here, this is where I draw the straight line right down, not down the middle, but diagonally down the middle. All right, like I said, that was going to be easy today. Nothing real major. Remember, we still have our pattern. This is basically the front. This is our front lining and front exterior. Front lining, front exterior. This is our back exterior and back lining. Sorry guys, it fell on the floor. So the piece that I had you draw, basically make the, what was it, 5.5 by 5.5 triangle, 5.5 by 5.5 triangle, and we cut it right down, basically not down the middle, but corner to corner. We cut it. We're gonna need these also. Also, what you're gonna need is zipper. Now with this, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a front zipper, because you can do a front zipper on here if you want to, meaning a front pocket. You can do a back pocket, you can do side pockets, you can do all different types of stuff with this one bag in the front. But I do know that we do need the pocket. We do need zipper, like how we did this bag right here and we did the zipper around. We do need that. So we're going to use our zipper tape. Once again, this is going to be in the description below. You can get it off of Amazon. You're also going to need sliders. You're going to need 2 sliders. 2 belt buckle sliders, or 2 buckle sliders that are at least 1 inch. You can either use D-rings or rectangles. I'm thinking about going to use D-rings because I can't find the other rectangle, so I'm going to have to use D-rings. But this will also be in the description below. And also you're going to need webbing. At least 1 inch webbing. At least 1 inch webbing. So we can get this. So basically that's how the bag's going to be done. But at the same time, if you don't want to use webbing, you want to use some type of fabric or leather or something of that nature, at least make sure that it's at least 1 inch thick. Okay, completely up to you if you want to. If you want to go on a different path and you've been sewing for a very long time and you know what you're doing. But other than that, let me make sure. We need anything else? No. All you're gonna need is your fabric. Oh, with your fabric, depending on how you want this bag and the thickness of this bag, you can use fleece. If you go to Hobby Lobby, unfortunately, Joanne Fabrics is no longer around. Moment of silence. You can go get some fleece, or depending if you're using like a jean or something thick, I may use a canvas. You can just use some SF 101. But once again, if you want to, even though you're using canvas, you can still use the fleece. The fleece gives it a little bit more body, makes it a little bit more softer at the same time. So it's completely up to you what you want to do as far as interfacing goes. That's where we're going to start going to when it comes down to a lot of these things, especially something like this. It depends up to you how you want to do the interfacing and things of that nature. But other than that, like I said, this is going to be a short video. We didn't really have to do much. So as always, like, subscribe, please share. I'm trying to get to at least 2,000 subscribers by the end of March. So please help a brother out if you can, or help a cowboy out if you can. And as always, thank you for choosing PQF Academy.